All right, so we are live. I appreciate you joining us on the show. We got
Oh,
SD Savage. So for the people that don't aren't familiar with you yet, go ahead and tell people a little bit about yourself.
all right. My name is D Savage. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm a trap gospel rapper and a hairstylist. I'm finishing my last client right now.
Mhm.
And yeah,
Multitasking.
yeah, I'm an all around
Mhm.
entrepreneur. I make music for the urban believer. I like to say that I make music for the urban believer. So like not churchy gospel music, but trap gospel music. Yep.
That's cool. That's cool. So what was it that made you actually like decide to make your first song? You know what I'm saying? Like where you actually sat down, and you was like, I'm gonna actually turn this into like a career. You know, what was it that made you want to make your first song?
So I was doing public relations PR with this record label in town called All Profit No Losses, and we had some extra time in the studio and really like, well, okay, no, you said what made me feel like I wanted to start making music. Being with my daughter and understanding that like it was a lot of music out here that I couldn't really listen to in the car with her, and I wanted to. So just I decided, yeah, like let me make music that I could listen to with my baby in the car that I would approve of that's actually like tight and
Yeah.
not just Disney songs.
Yeah, no, I agree. I never realized how much my like music that I listened to cussed until I like was listening to it in the car with my kids and stuff, and I was just
And
like,
then
man,
you start cringing like, oh man.
yeah, that's one thing that you don't really realize until you become a parent. You know what I mean? Like how,
Yeah.
you know. So so we go get into your video. This video, it's on YouTube, right? It's called Goodbye.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about it before we play it.
Okay, so I came out with a mixtape, um, and it was released December the 6th. It's called They Asked for Love Songs. And I decided, like, people kept asking, well, Steph, you make so much trap music and all this kind of stuff. What about like R&B type of vibe, like girly vibe? So I said,
Mhm.
okay, let's see. So I put these songs together, and then I needed to make a video for one of them. And my thought process for making the video was I need to be able to do it efficiently in like a decent amount of time,
Mhm.
and the budget wasn't that big for it. So I needed to finagle it. So how could I do it? So I decided to have a mixtape release party, invite everybody, told them to wear specifically to wear blue, and then we will also be shooting a music video. And the concept for the video is basically based off what the song is talking about. I had a love interest, it got messy, and yeah. So
Mhm.
that's what the video is.
That's what's up. All right, so we about to get into it. All right, so this song is SD Savage. This is Goodbye. Official visuals. Y'all can catch this on YouTube. You know, we'll get right into it and we'll come back with questions after.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey. Yep, we on our way. We about to be pulling up in a few minutes.
All right.
You there already?
Yeah, Yeah, I'll call you right back.
All right. See you soon. Bye.
All right. Excuse me. Smooth. How you doing? Shit. My little friend got a little party going on and shit. You know what I'm saying? We just,
Congratulations! Thank you.
I like that coat.
shit, you need to tap
Thank
in with
you.
me.
It's about that time, yeah. Like I told y'all, I've seen her perform a lot of different places. I've seen her do a lot of dope shit. And I love to see the love for this dope ass artist. Well, at this moment, I need y'all to put y'all left and right hands together. Put y'all left and right hands together. Put y'all left and right hands together. Put y'all hands together. Right now. For MG7.
No, this is not a love song. I'm just expressing my feelings. I've been taught love wrong. Gotta reverse it. I'm healing a straight up boy song. I had to make tough decisions. I want this hurt gone. I need divine intervention. Go ahead. I don't wanna miss you. I wish I wanna kiss you. We don't want the same thing. Time to say goodbye. Yeah. What I saw, it hurt my feelings. I told you I was dealing, but it became too much. Now it's time to say goodbye. I really try to be a good friend, and I know that. We all grown and we got urges, can't control that. Live your truth and don't be timid, cause I got caught up. It ain't for us, I wish you well, don't wanna be thought of. It's a lot of love that beats inside my heart. I'd rather keep it all bottled up, but I love a little too hard. The reversing that, put it on the track, can't pay behind these scars. Not emotionless, no moralness, all out all these scars. I know I can appear strong in the public eyes. A lot of stuff I keep inside, no victim playing, get victim now, but I gotta blame these soul ties. Victim playing, get victim now, but I gotta blame these soul ties. I don't wanna miss you. I wish I wanna kiss you. We don't want the same thing. Time to say goodbye. Yeah. What I saw, it hurt my feelings. Yeah. I told you I was dealing. Yeah. But it became too much. Now it's time to say goodbye. I don't wanna miss you. I wish I wanna kiss you. We don't want the same thing. Time to say goodbye. I don't be true, so it's confusing, and I know that. My poker face be on display, try to control that. I know your interest like a Pinterest, you got options. I ain't the type to move around, I take my time, love. It's a lot of love that beats inside my heart. I'd rather keep it all bottled up, I love a little too hard. The reversing that, put it on the track, get paid behind these scars. Not emotionless, no moralness, all out all these scars. I know I can appear strong in the public eyes. A lot of stuff I keep inside. No victim playing, get victim now, but I gotta blame these soul ties. No victim playing, get victim now, but I gotta blame these soul ties. I don't wanna miss you. I wish I wanna kiss you. We don't want the same thing. Time to say goodbye. Yeah. What I saw, it hurt my feelings. I told you I was dealing, but it became too much. Now it's time to say goodbye. Hurt my feelings. Told you I was dealing. It became too much. Time to say goodbye.
I loved it. That was dope. That was real dope. For sure, for sure. I had to. I so what do you feel like is your best work like to this date?
My best work to date is gonna be a song off this project. I think my favorite and best song right now is called "Good Love," and it's also on that project. But yeah, that's my best work to date. I feel like I found my pocket that I've been trying to get in, and like just was able to have fun with it and put together a good song.
That's cool. That's cool. So what qualities do you feel like makes you stand out as an artist?
Definitely my professionalism, like my proactiveness and being professional. I feel like that makes me stand out amongst my peers because I show up ready. I don't really. I've seen other situations where people have not been ready, and it's just not always a great performance. It's not a great day. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
Yeah. That's definitely important. A lot of artists they be on diva time and feeling like
yeah.
everybody. Yeah, like I think it's good to be professional. That's definitely a good quality. So how do you feel about the current music scene?
I feel like it's flourishing. St. Louis music scene, or music.
Yeah, we could go into both. How do you feel about the St. Louis music scene?
Okay, St. Louis, I feel like it's flourishing. I feel like people are actually taking the advice of other artists that are doing things and like really trying to get their business in order and taking advantage of opportunities that are available to us. As far as the industry, like the national industry, I feel like it's kind of this. Well, I'll say I feel like women are doing a lot better in the industry. Let's say that. I'll say that women are making big moves versus it's normally, especially with hip hop music and stuff, it's men that are dominating, but women are kind of making our way.
I not to dig too deep, but since you are like a gospel trap artist and stuff, and you mentioned like female artists and stuff, like how do you feel about the way that they kind of are portrayed right now with, you know what I mean? Like a lot of them are kind of grimy and making songs. Like, how do you feel about that?
Okay. I feel like the way they are portrayed is to each his own. I hope I'm answering this how I want how I'm supposed to. So yeah, like they I feel like everybody has their own lane just because it's not something that I choose to do or that I won't judge and say like, oh, it's just so bad, like, oh my God. Like no, people are doing this at their own homes, and all that kind of stuff. But now people are just allowing it to be in front of the TV and being more popular.
Yeah,
So I can't being a trap or gospel artist is not my lane to do that. Like, I don't twerk and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna say that I hate Megan Thee Stallion and she's like so disgusting and blah blah blah. Like
yeah,
that's what she want to do. Like, and I like some of her music, so who would I be, to say that?
yeah. Yeah, and I feel like if that's who you are as a person, then you should be able to freely express yourself in that ways, you know.
Yeah,
But it's good, like you said, like you know what I mean, like to find your own lane and be your own artist, you know, because I always say like a lot of people in the industry they always try to copy each other and stuff, but what they
yes,
don't realize is by doing that they're really putting a shelf life on that song. Because if you don't hurry up and get that, like let's say like if you're just trying to make a song that sounds like a song that's already out, if you don't get
mhm,
your song out in that certain time, then next year
mhm.
you try to drop it, it's gonna sound old. It's not gonna be,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
out of
So if you
date.
stay in your
Yeah.
own lane, then you ain't got to worry about that because you always go be up to date. You know,
That's a good point. I like how you put that.
I
That's a
appreciate
good
it.
one. Yeah, that's
so,
up.
what's your favorite part about making music?
My favorite part about making music is making the music, being in the studio and recording. It's fun because I'm clumsy and I'm very much like not a diva. So we laugh a lot because I mess up a lot. But it's a good time. So
It's
that's
good to have fun. Like it's good to have fun. So the next song that we go play is called "Pray." So tell us about "Pray" before we play it.
okay. So pray is like true to my genre. Trap gospel is a trap beat with a gospel message, and it's a type of gospel message that's not um like it's not churchy. It's like, yeah, I know God, and
Yeah,
so yeah.
for sure. Yeah, we go check it out. Yeah, I definitely like the whole like trap gospel thing that you got going on though, because it's like like that's really a good thing to do because a lot of music, a lot of gospel music be kind of coming off a little preachy or like, or I
Yeah.
don't want to say corny, but you know what I mean. Like it's like somebody's like telling, like, you know what I mean. It's cool to make it,
Point at you
yeah, like
instead of including me. We.
exactly. You know what I'm saying. So putting the trap involved in it makes it like cool, where it's like something that, like you said, you can ride around. It's gonna sound good in your car. You can drive
Yeah.
around to it and stuff. You know what I'm saying. So this song "Pray," is it a single? Is it a project? Is it unreleased? Where can people find it?
It is released. It's on all platforms. Was it a part of a? It was on my project called Lord. I done dropped a couple of them now.
Um,
Epistles over the stairs.
what-
Epistles over the stairs.
the Pistols Over the Stairs.
Epistles. Letters to God over the stairs. Epistles.
Okay, okay. All right, so we'll get into it, and then we'll come back with a few more questions.
Guidance, 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 no guidance. Sob, drop the beat. Dear Lord, here I am again, flawed up, no guidance. hang around me. Made it out of hell, got a bounty. Now I'm hellhounds trying to hound me. Say want me back, cause he know I'm that. My demon time catastrophic. Let's pray. Lord, keep me out the way. Without your guidance, I see violence. I am not to pray. Lord, keep me out the way. Without your guidance, I see violence. I am not to pray. Lord, keep me out the way. Cause without your guidance, I see violence. I am not to pray. Let's see. I need the words to say and the thoughts to think. If it's up to me, it's a guarantee. I'ma flip the scene, but now I'm free. They say it's a price to pay when I choose to play. Now I can't escape. Stuck in a maze. Maybe months or days trying to break the chains. Overwhelmed the craze. Really out my brains. I can hardly think when I talk to God. He said, Jesus, we so dust. If you gon' cry, creek, regroup. Get about them jams. Do it for the fam. Got a curse to break. And for God's sake, as I escape, don't be the weight trying to make me drown. Lord, keep me out the way. Without your guidance, I see violence. I am not to pray. Lord, keep me out the way. Without your guidance, I see violence. I am not to pray. Lord, keep me out the way. Cause without your guidance, I see violence. I am not to pray.
No guidance.
That's dope. I love it, man. I really did. It was good. So we just starting out 2025. So tell the people like what are your plans for 2025? Do you have any projects dropping, shows? What do you got planned for the people for this new year?
These plans for this year, I first of all am working on another mixtape already. It'll be called "Don't Forget the Savage," so we should see that at the first quarter of this year. I already have an event that is booked and ready. It's called Sounds of Sanity Skate Session. It'll
Okay.
be March the 7th. The ticket this side. The ticket link is right here. It's $15 and it's a mental health awareness skate party.
Mm.
So I'll have all types of vendors available, nonprofit vendors, along with I know Starbucks has already collabed with me, like a Rose Foundation, to offer some therapy to the young adults, youth and young adults. So yeah, just a lot of stuff coming up. This first one is going to be at Skate City on the east side. And again, the it's on Eventbrite. The link is right here on the flyer. When you follow me, you'll be able to, get all the information about that. But I'm a skater, I'm a music artist, so I'll be performing in my skate. I'll
Mm.
have other
Mm.
performers. I will
That's
have youth hosts. It's gonna be an extravaganza.
so you mentioned it's for mental health awareness. What was it that made you decide to start becoming advocate for mental health
Um,
awareness?
well, first of all, just in general, I see like in my own life, like I struggle with mental health. Just in a way, not necessarily depression or anything, just overwhelmed, becoming anxious in certain moments where you wouldn't think that you would need to be anxious, just things like that. So just knowing what I need and what I'm not aware of and what I'm learning and just being like, okay, well, I need to get this to the public. Like I need to be the plug, basically. So
Yeah.
how can I do that? You could tell people all day, but what type of environment or setting can I provide? Okay, let's make it a showcase, right? And I'm
Hmm.
like, well, everybody does a showcase. So let's do it like this. Let's skate, and then with skating, everybody like a lot of people like to come out and skate. So it's like make it worth their while. Like, all right, so we're gonna skate, we're gonna have vendors there and therapists and resources there to help us understand where we're lacking with our mental health, and we're gonna have some music. So, you know, people don't always get to see how live music is affected by skating and how skating is affected by live music. So
Yeah.
putting those in those atmospheres together, I feel like I don't know,
Yeah.
it just came on me.
Nah, it's a great, and it's March 7th, right?
March the 7th. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's great because like I remember whenever I was a kid, like going like to the skating ring and lock-ins and stuff, and you don't really see that no more. Like people, they don't really be going out and socializing. Everybody's stuck on inside on their phones and stuff. So I
Mhm.
think it's good for people to really get out, and especially for a good cause like that, you know.
Thank
So,
you.
what do you get more joy in actually like perform or like creating the song in the studios or going on the stage and performing it?
More joy in performing it, for sure. I have a lot of fun in the studio, but performing it, that's the showtime. It's the game.
Yeah. So what are some artists that inspired you to be the artist that you are?
So artists that inspire me, Lil Wayne is number one, always. Lil Wayne is like my favorite. And if we going as far as inspiration, that's where we'll stop. That's who inspired me. That's who I feel like as I over time think about who I guess mimic or got my style from. I would have to say Lil Wayne because I'm a storyteller. He's a storyteller, like on any beat, he's still telling a story and he's fitting his story around the beat.
Hmm.
So, and
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
kind of my flavor.
For sure. So how has music impacted you as an individual and in your life as in whole?
Hmm. Definitely. I was always a traveler, but I would kind of cheat myself on traveling because I felt like I needed a purpose. Like
Mhm.
I feel like like vacation, yeah, that's cool. You could go out and hang out, but I'm just not really a vacationer if I don't
Mhm.
have to. I feel like I have to handle business. I'm always handling business. So
Yeah.
it's opened up the opportunity for me to be able to literally see the world and not feel guilty about it.
Okay. So I got one more question for you.
Okay.
And what would you like people to know about you, and what would you like people to take from your music?
Okay. I would like people to know about me that I am a praying woman and I pray about everything. And that anything, like any booking, anything that we don't, this podcast, everything, I pray about it first because I just believe that I want God to order my steps. And what was your second last question?
What would you like people to take from your music?
Love. That like love. Ultimately, love wins.
For
Don't give
sure.
up. Yeah.
For sure. Well, I appreciate you coming on here. Before you jump off, tell the people where they can find you on Instagram, like all your social medias, and where they can find your music at, or
Hey,
how
look,
to find it.
number one. Google me, baby. SD Savage. SD Savage, recording artist. Don't forget Savage. On social media platforms is SD Savage as well. On Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok, if they don't ban it, is SDISSA Savage. On
Okay.
all platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, all that, SD Savage.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you being on here. I look forward to hearing you more of your music and stuff. And anytime you have any projects or anytime you want to come on and discuss anything, you're more than welcome.
Thank you so much, Bill.
For sure. I appreciate you.